Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to LA Noire, here where we are still in the homicide desk. We've just had a new case to take on. I imagine it's going to involve quite a lot of graphic content, as the last one did, and we had to do a little bit of blurring, so we probably will have to do some this time as well. But that's okay. Let's go with Galloway to the car, and he can drive us, because he's so grumpy about this other time. Your partner cannot drive it this time. Really? I thought Galloway doesn't...
You can drive.
Maybe it's we were in the wrong car. But
did a decent
I know
job
Galloway doesn't really like driving.
Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
Don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
No assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. You might get along after all.
I'm slowly warming to Galloway. I think I warmed to Bukowski a lot quicker, but I think Galloway, me and Galloway can get there. At least I hope. I hope we can.
Now, boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case. Fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex...
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
matter? So you don't believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the city of angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
I quite like the skipper.
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Yeah, I quite like the skipper. He seems like a good egg.
Shouldn't you be
Right. Is this going to be another...
Detective, I was first on scene.
Is this going to be another one of those cases where I can't show you anything? Let's find out. Let's have a talk to the policeman first.
Not me. Family out for a stroll. I was first reporting.
Can you show me the body?
It's under the pepper tree, this way.
Bum. Come, Galloway. Let's get to it. So, I know you just want to go get drunk again. Let's go have a look. And...
Can't be much help to you, Phelps.
There was something there that we missed, I think. No, maybe not.
Here she is.
Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, I can't show you that, so welcome to blurred content for the next minute or so. Okay.
Similar MO.
To what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
Right, so from what we can get from that body, there seems to be quite a few copycat with quite similar marks and kind of coincidences to our last case. But everything was marked in the news, like everything was told in the newspaper, so it may be kind of a copycat from the previous case, we just don't know. But again, there was like the jewellery missing, something had been taken off.
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by RNI?
Back in a second.
Yeah, she was a teacher, we believe. Or something else. That's probably just some cash, but we'll have a look.
Robbery. Why not take the money?
I don't think the motive was money, because, you know, she's been very badly assaulted in there. No, okay, we've already done that. Yeah, she's been very badly assaulted, so I don't think I don't think there was anything to do with robbery. There's some other evidence somewhere. We just need to find out where it is. Ah, here we go. Some more footprints, it looks like. Are these size 8s like they were last time?
Detectives, R&I says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Brae was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
That's what I tell you. Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Okay, so let's go speak to this poor lady's husband. Can we take the... Let's be really ominous and
You
turn
drive.
up.
I need to go over the case.
We'll be really ominous and turn up in the hearse. Not the hearse, the coroner's car. And it means that Carruthers has to get a ride home somewhere else, and that just amuses me. So, do we think it's a
Still might be
copycat?
some playing the boyfriend
We'll have to see.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? Well, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
I think Phelps's eye does bend, because he was at the jazz club the other day, and I see no good reason why he was at the jazz club staring at the German jazz singer, unless his eye does bend a bit, but, you know, I might be wrong. We'll have to see. But let's go speak to the husband here, outside the Muller residence. Anybody home? Is the husband home? Let's see. That's not the husband.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Oh, it's gonna be another one of those tough
Can you have a seat
conversations
for me, Michelle?
while dealing with sort of young children, like that other case.
We're gonna have a look around.
Like that other case. Yeah, it's gonna be this is gonna be a tough one. Galloway, can you look after her for the time being? I'm sure he can. I'm sure he knows how to be a good.
I don't think this is going to help us.
I'm sure he knows how to be a good detective when he wants to be. Oh, okay, Galloway. I'm starting to respect you a bit more now. That's a cup, Phelps. We don't need to look after that. There's something on the fridge. There's probably something on the fridge. No, that's a carrot. I don't think there's anything in there, unless there's anything on kind of the... No, I thought there might be something on the counter, but it's not. Sorry, I knocked over your plant. I apologise, Michelle. There's a... I was supposed to say gun there, but no, a phone there. Oh, someone plays the violin. I don't think it's going to help us, but someone plays the violin. We're not finding a huge amount at the moment, but we might find something here.
I doubt it.
No? I thought that might be something of use. There does not seem to be much to go on in here, that's for sure. Anything here in the bedroom? We might have a little bit more luck there. It might all just be kind of circumstantial stuff.
No sign of a wedding ring.
Well, we know that the wedding ring was torn off from her hands. But I might be wrong.
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
I don't think the jewelry stolen is for a robbery. I think it's more kind of because they enjoy these kind of things, or the person who does this kind of enjoys these things. Otherwise, I can't see why it would happen. Why he would do it as much. Shoes are important. And what size are they? They are size 8.
Work boots. Size 8.
Interesting. Okay, I think we've got everything. Let's go speak to Michelle. Hey. How you been doing, Galloway?
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
She's not Michelle.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Jesus, Phelps, give her a few minutes.
Try.
She just found out her mum's dead. Lost contact with the victim.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon, I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
Do I have reason to doubt that? She's looking away, but she just found out her mum's died. I think she's telling the truth. She just looks a bit sad. Nope.
And did he come
We got
and
it
get
wrong.
you?
Of course. Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
We have an alibi, but we did get that wrong. Let's go for the missing watch and rings.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
Oh, you're doing that weird looking away thing. This is really hard because I don't know if you're just upset because your mother's died, which is perfectly reasonable for a 15-year-old. I'm gonna do doubt.
You seem
Oh
reluctant.
my
to
goodness, I
talk
can't
about
do
her
any of
jewelry.
this correctly, can I?
It's a touchy subject with Daddy. He thought she wasted too much money on her appearance.
Oh my goodness, am I gonna get a 0 out of 3 on this one?
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Oh, okay. Well, you're definitely doing a. You're definitely okay. Well, you're definitely either lying or you're lying or you're doubting, but you don't have a. We don't have anything to actually like put on you. I'm going to say doubt again.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle?
Oh, we got 1 out of
Did
3.
your father
Thank
ever hit
goodness.
your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. Mommy always wore her golden butterfly.
That's the
I
name
know
of the
this is a
case.
tough time for you, Michelle, but you should really try and help the police.
Ah, there's
Hey!
the dad.
What gives?
Daddy, the
Go to
police
your
are
room, please,
here.
Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
Are you the suspect, or is someone else the suspect?
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
You know, I always find it remarkable that they're straight away able to kind of they're straight away able to push themselves into answering questions when they just found out one of their family members and a close loved one has just died. Let's start with the missing persons report.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Okay, well, you're being incredibly twitchy. We have the husband's alibi. So I'm going to say you're lying.
And you didn't report that she was missing till this morning? That's very unusual, Mr. Mueller, not to mention suspicious.
Look, I was annoyed with her. That's why I was waiting for her to come home. Why, you telling me something different?
Yeah, okay, well, we'll try the husband's alibi.
You better think about leaving.
Oh my
or you're gonna have
goodness.
some trouble on your hands.
I'm really struggling with this one. Okay, let's try movements to the victim.
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
Oh, you're being sketchy as anything. But I haven't even visited. Can't say you're lying, so I'm going to doubt.
What happened, Hugo?
Oh
You
my
got any
goodness.
theories? Because we're starting to like you for this.
The car parked by the school is kind of dark.
I cannot get any of this correct.
Maybe somebody jumped her there. Did you try the parking lot?
Right, footprints.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Mueller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
That's a blimming well. That's a lie.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Mueller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
Because we have size 8 work boots in your room.
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my feet. You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
Are you really pulling the small feet, small thing at this time? Good grief.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
Well, let's try the husband's alibi again, because Michelle called home and no one
You should
no
come
one responded.
clean if you're having an affair, or if there's something going on.
I told you I was here. Were you saying I wasn't?
Yeah, we've got Michelle saying you weren't here all night, or at least you weren't answering the phone all night.
So why did you take so long to answer the phone when your daughter called?
Okay, I went out for a while. I was driving around. It's my way of relaxing.
And your history of violence.
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true. God damn it!
Well, again, Michelle told us that you hit her. We don't actually have anything saying. Oh, we do have the butterfly brooch.
It is true, Hugo. You're a violent man.
Because there was that domestic
You
incident.
try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
Butterfly brooch, which was for a gift offered to a domestic incident.
I know about the golden butterfly, Hugo, and how you bought your wife off the last time you heard her.
She liked to spend money, all right? Dresses, jewelry, her hair. It drove me goddamn crazy.
Doesn't give you an
Do I
excuse
look
to
like a
hit
Rockefeller?
her.
Nobody likes a cheapskate, Hugo.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Mueller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
Interesting.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
1, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. 2, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. 3, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Hello, detective. Okay, hi there.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night.
Oh, you-
I heard Mrs. Mueller
last night.
screaming.
That's a new
Did
one.
you see Mrs. Mueller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Mueller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I
Oh,
told
you
he was
naughty
our
boy.
guy. Now let's get
You
this
naughty,
bum
naughty boy.
downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Oh, no. Come back here, sir. Stop burning those things.
Step away from the incinerator.
Oh, you
Don't let him get away.
bastard. Come here. This is really not looking good for you, Hugo. You really look like you've killed your wife now.
Here he is. See him?
Come on. Come on, Phelps. There, the boy. You idiot, Hugo. Oh, you're burning the shoes, I see. Ah, bloody burnt shoes. It does not look good at all.
I can explain the blood.
Can you?
And booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, Detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't know what's home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncles?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
Poor Michelle.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
Yep, we'll call it in. Well, right now, the dad is looking very, very suspicious, but we'll see. Cool.
Cole Phelps,
badge 1247. How can I help, Detective?
I need an address on a Belmont High School.
Checking for you, Detective. Belmont High, 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks for your help.
Roger, 11K.
Okay, let's go to the school. Sir, I want your car.
Inform Detective Phelps that the coroner has a report waiting at the police morgue downtown when he's available.
Okay, we've got to go to the morgue as
You're
well.
behind the wheel.
Let's go to the high school first, I think. And we can work our way from there. And we'll get Mr. Galloway to drive us, I think.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband for it.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic who does the deed. God knows I've wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. And try this one on for size. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. The famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away, that one.
But there's so many similar sides to the first murder, which is also kind of like the werewolf killings.
Emmy.
So I don't know.
It's the first season since fabric rationing's over. We have to go. I
told you I can't Saturday.
Sir, why are you hiding behind that car?
Where?
Sir.
You're going on another drive with Davy Gardner, aren't you?
Sir.
So what if I am?
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car.
This does not look very good if you're creeping behind cars at a high school. You, sir, I don't care what you're here for. We're taking you down. So we can cut him off. Ah. Oh, we're kind of catching up. Or maybe Galloway will be able to catch up with the car, I don't know. Nope, sir, get out of the way. Oh, where are you going? Try to gain a few seconds on him. I do wonder if these are scripted, so you can never quite catch up to them to the right moment. Oh, we're nearly there. Come on. Let's go. Come on. Sprint. There we go. Well done. Now, why were you looking at girls at a high school from behind the car? It really doesn't look very good for you.
Car 11K, car 11 King, come in.
11K, go ahead.
11K, see the janitor. A green 1946 coupe registered to a Mrs. Hugo Moeller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. 11K, code 2.
Okay, so we need to investigate the car as well.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
The police.
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you low-key motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Why would I do that?
Is he trying to get himself
I'm
arrested?
about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
You're under arrest, Eli. You're in very deep trouble.
He's got the brooch.
Get some backup down here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming.
He's got the brooch, but does that mean he did it? I mean, well, I think we'll need to find some other evidence. He could have just taken it from the car. He could have taken it from the car, but not necessarily be the one
person parked the car.
who killed
Late
her.
last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
You don't say.
Eli Rooney. We've met him.
Filthy son of a bitch. He was here yesterday before the dance.
Was it him you saw park the car?
I don't know, sir. I'd like to say yes, but the truth is it was pretty dark.
Would you say Rooney is violent?
Yes, sir, I would say so,
He's
yes.
definitely a sleaze.
Thanks for your help.
Can we search the car? Time to pop the trunk. What have we got? Rope.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here.
Bloody rope, which is presumably what used to kill her. And the bloody pipe. Again, presumably...
Chrysler. Could be important.
Again, presumably it's important. And the uniform.
The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic.
Hugo Muller,
I wonder
HM.
what Eli does for a living.
I can't imagine Eli does much for a living. Interesting. So, Eli is clearly a creep and a very, very bad person, but I don't know if he's the one that actually did the murder. Right, let's call the boss. See what we'll find out. Come on, Phelps, you can run a little bit faster than that, I think. Let's see what Central has to say, if anything of interest. He presumably has something of interest to say, but we'll have to see. Cool, badge 1247.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thanks, ma'am.
Interrogation time, and right now it's looking damned sure like it's Hugo Muller.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine.
Where
are we headed?
We'll put by the morgue first. See if Carruthers has anything of interest for us. But I think it's got to be.
I say we make Rooney for this.
I think it's got to be.
I think we should lay it on him.
It's
He
got to
was
be
near the
Hugo,
car,
surely.
He had her jewelry. The DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Muller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for me.
But he clearly did it. But I know Eli Rooney is a bad person, and I'm sure there's something we can pin on him, but I don't think there was any murder. I don't think he murdered her. Sure, he's a bad person, but I don't think he's that kind of person. But we'll pop it in the morgue, see if anything new develops, but something tells me probably not. Mortuary going through the night entrance, despite the fact it's the middle of the day. Okay, have we got anything? Let's have a look. Into the viewing gallery. No, not the viewing gallery. In here.
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Absolutely.
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
Okay, got some samples. Well, this is just going to be matching up the rope as before, but we already have the bloody rope.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
Interesting. So if we find someone who's kind of into churches or boats, then that might be the one for us. It's definitely not that middle one, that's for sure.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
If there's no semen involved, something tells me that it wouldn't be Eli then, because Eli clearly seems to be the kind of person who is into that kind of thing, so the fact that it's not there kind of suggests it's not him. Let's take the ambulance back for fun.
You're behind the wheel.
Where exactly are we going?
But I might be wrong. We'll...
Great. How are we gonna look getting around in this thing, Cole?
It's fine, it's an ambulance. But I definitely think it's Hugo at the moment.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that. The coroners.
How so?
You don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
Been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the print.
Okay, I'm slowly warming up to Galloway, which is good. But I do miss Bukowski. He was good fun. I think we've got to pin it on Hugo Muller, surely. Just from the evidence that we've got, we have no evidence on Eli. Sure, he has the brooch, but nothing else. Okay, let's get this done.
Better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do the rest. Are they ready?
Moeller's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
We're going to start with 1.
Boy.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular fiend is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
You know what? I like this skipper, the Irish skipper. He's the one that gave us our break as well. Okay, Eli.
You look like you've had it rough.
You see me asking for your sympathy, boy?
Where do you work?
You're down on your luck, Eli.
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro.
San Pedro?
I'm looking for something new.
He's probably like at least getting. I'm going to say doubt because I don't think he's saying the truth, but I also don't have anything to put on him, so doubt.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine.
Oh, Marine.
You can't miss the place. Big yellow letters, HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall. Dang thing was hot. Felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
Well, that raises more questions because HM and on a green overall, which was bloodied. Oh, Eli. That's thrown up some questions, that's for sure.
You ever tie up
rope.
any of your victims, Eli?
It's not a nice thing to go calling them.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like.
Oh, you're a nasty
Talking
piece of
about
work.
it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
You know what? I believe him. I'm not saying that makes it right, but I do believe him that he just goes any rope he can.
Convoy like you, Eli, must prefer McGay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid. Tie hitch and braid. It stays tied.
And
you
the motive.
killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. I ain't done nothing like that.
Well, we know you stole the. We know you
You're a
stole the
liar,
jewelry.
Eli. You needed the money, so you killed her.
I've been around some, son. You got some evidence that proves I stole that butterfly from that woman?
Yes, you took it out of your pockets for us.
It's nothing personal. I'm just doing my job. You understand that?
Doubt? Because that. We know it's in his pockets, so I'm going to have to go with doubt.
You have no job. and
Okay,
nor to live
we were
by
right,
the
that's
smell
good.
of things. And you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
Okay,
You're as good as done, Mr. Rooney. All it will take now is some paperwork.
We're going to leave for now.
For my money, Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect. The evidence is solid. I think it's time we hit him with it.
Let's go speak to Mr. Muller. I really don't know who we are going to charge in that, because this is now a tough decision.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Why were you burning your shoes?
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
That's not an excuse. We did have a small men's footprint seen into the body. Doubt?
Are you going to tell me what I want to know, or do we have to take it out of you in lumps?
Man, I'm really not getting any questions right this time.
Give it your best shot. I can take whatever you're throwing.
Let's talk about the
We found your
car.
wife's car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
I mean, we know that there's someone's overalls in the car. We don't know if they're yours, but they're in the car. I'm going to use some intuition here to see if I can... I'm exclusively remove truth, isn't it? Yeah. Doubt?
It was you, Hugo. I'm offering you a chance to come clean on this.
For the last time, I did not kill my wife.
Can't get anything right today. What about your access to braided
You know
rope?
anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man. I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
Okay, I don't have much reason to think he's lying, but I also don't think he's telling the truth, so doubt again.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the army?
With rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
And your access
Your
to a
wife was
tire
beaten
iron.
with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
It was in your car, lad. Or was it in her car? Staying with blood found them. Doubt again?
You're gonna die for this, Mueller.
Man, I just cannot get this right today.
If I'm gonna believe your story.
My conscience is clear. You can't badger me into admitting anything.
Ugh. That's not ideal.
What now?
For my money, Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect. The evidence is solid. I think it's time we hit him with it.
Well, I guess we make a decision, don't we? Can we charge you?
You must accept that I'm innocent.
I don't really. I think Eli's a creep, but I don't think he's...
For my money, Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect. The evidence is solid.
I think Eli's a creep, but I don't think he did it. So I think we can go... Is there anything else we can go do with Eli? Let's have another talk. What we can do is charge or leave. It didn't seem like we could actually charge Hugo with anything. Let's go back and have another chat with him. If we can. It seems we haven't got enough evidence to charge him. Which means we're going to charge Eli.
Hugo Muller's our #1 suspect. The evidence
I don't technically really believe in that we got that right, but we'll have to. Let's charge Eli.
Eli Rooney, I'm charging you with the first-degree murder of Deirdre Muller.
You want to put me back in the stir that badly, boy? You go ahead and try. I'll beat that rat. I ain't a killer.
Huh. Not good. But at least people will be happy that he's away. Good on you, Galloway. We did absolutely abysmally in that
Phelps,
case.
Galloway, congratulations are at hand. Drink, boys? I think you'll receive a commendation for this one, gentlemen.
Well, we completely botched that
I'll
case.
speak to the DA about expediting the passage of the case. We need swift and merciless justice for poor Deirdre.
Interesting. Oh, we did absolutely abysmally then. We got most of the clues, but we got so many of the questions wrong, I just couldn't read them at all. And as expected, Eli Rooney can expect a warm welcome from Captain Donnelly and the District Attorney. I bet he will. He's clearly a fairly familiar face to them. And we have a flashback.
Phelps! We captured 2 regular army. Lieutenant! Phelps, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. Until the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank.
I'm in charge here, Medier!
Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen? They're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There is no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Get this, Golden Boy actually seems to know what he's doing.
あなた方の階層と名前を名乗ってください。
第44大部隊所属兵だ。
キシマ、何様だと思ってるんだ。
See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we are fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the U.S. because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Phelps doesn't seem like a very good commander. He was getting really angry that someone wasn't calling him Lieutenant Phelps. The silk stocking murder. Is it going to be similar or is it going to be different? We'll see.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiend first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hopeless.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi. Now, get out there and catch me another sinner.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure about all of this. I don't think Phelps is either, to be honest. We'll have to see. But all of that to come next time. Thank you so much for watching LA Noire. And we get to watch Cole grimace and grunt into the near distance. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.